Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer, and in this reading we're going to be seeing what's next on your spiritual journey. Okay, so we have 3 piles here. So first pile, second pile, and third pile. Okay, so just take a moment to kind of sit with each image, see which one resonates with you the most, and that's where you will find your message. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. The timestamps are in the description box below, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so pile 1. So if you pick this here image with pile 1, let's go ahead and see what's next on your spiritual journey. Okay, so it reads, if you have a problem, you have an opportunity, so let go of all blame. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come out for you. So, what's next on your spiritual journey? Okay. So let me see. Okay. So, as the card says, it says, if you have a problem, you have an opportunity, so let go of all blame. So I kind of pick up on the fact here that these 2 cards did kind of fall out in the reverse here. So we have creativity in the reverse and growth in reverse. So I feel like if you pick this pile here, you may be going through or just feeling a little bit blocked at this time. Maybe even feeling disconnected from what you want in life, like unsure of yourself. And as it says let go of all blame. So you could be like kind of either blaming yourself or blaming other people for where you are on your journey or your lack of progress, so to speak. And I feel like what's needed here at this time for you is to really kind of step into this leadership role here, to kind of let go of the need to be right, the need to have everything all together. You could be here with this manifestation in reverse, really wanting to kind of manifest, to kind of connect with maybe your spiritual gifts or just all the things that you really want. And you may be having a hard time doing that. And I feel like it's because you've kind of grown disconnected from yourself, so to speak, or even just the divine in general. And it's kind of time for you here to kind of come back to center and to kind of refocus, to recalibrate, to really spend some time reconnecting with yourself and kind of accepting things as they are and not feeling like you have to be anything or kind of feeling ashamed of yourself for not having it all together, right? Yeah, I feel like a good deal of like fear here. So I feel like there may be some fear surrounding your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. Maybe feeling a bit lost or uncertain about whether or not you're going in the right direction, or really trusting yourself to make the decisions that you need to make. or even like to know which direction is right for you. Right? And I feel like it's kind of important to know that you don't have to have everything figured out right here, right now, and to just allow yourself to be where you are and to connect with, you know, the present moment, to see what it is that you need to learn here and now, before kind of trying to push yourself forward, right? With this accomplishment here, you have like accomplished a lot thus far, and it's time for you to kind of accept that and to kind of, you know, congratulate yourself for all the progress that you've made thus far. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out here. Right, you could be kind of looking at other people and what they're doing and like feeling maybe less than, or feeling like you haven't done enough or you don't know enough, and that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of slowing down your progress here and making it hard for you to kind of trust yourself. Okay, so we have here guilt and fear, right? I was just talking about fear, right? So guilt says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And fear says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, if you are kind of beating yourself up for maybe some mistakes you made in the past, or just feeling like you've kind of fallen short in some way, it's kind of time to kind of release that and to realize, like as it says, if I have a problem, I have an opportunity, right? So I let go of all blame, right? Doesn't matter, you know, what kind of happened in the past, but holding on to that, to the guilt or the shame or the blame, is kind of blocking your progress going forward. So it's kind of time to release that so that you can, you know, kind of step into your power, to step into your own kind of inner knowing and trusting and believing that, you know, you're ready to move towards what it is that you really want, and you can manifest what it is that you want in your life. Okay, but let's see these. And then we're going to get an affirmation and some messages from the ancestors before closing this out. Okay, so we have here allowing things to happen and letting go of panic. So allowing things to happen, it says, today I will let things happen without worrying about the significance of each event. I will trust that this will bring about my growth faster than running around with a microscope. I will have faith that my lessons will reveal themselves in their own time. And then letting go of panic reads, today I will not be overwhelmed by panic. Today I will take my mind off my goals. It's normal to feel panic, but I simply feel it and let it go. I can get back on track by treading water until I regain my composure. I relax and know that all is well. Okay? And then let's get an affirmation that will be beneficial for you as you move along your path. Okay, so we have, I am grateful for this body which has served me well so far. And your question to ponder says, what has my body accomplished recently that I am proud of? How can I show my body I care for it? Okay, so let's see what message the ancestors have. Okay, so we have African mask spirit. We have warded off negative plans and plots against you, and the listener, hearing messages beyond this realm. Spirit speaks to me. Voices of the other people speak through me. Yeah, so I feel like with this African mass spirit showing up, right, I feel like the ancestors, want you to, let go of any kind of fear that you may still be holding on to when it comes to your spiritual path and your spiritual journey, and to really just be open to, messages, to information that is coming to you, right? I feel like you may be kind of a bit fearful going forward, but I feel like, it's kind of time to kind of let that fear go and just to kind of allow yourself to be where you are on your path, right? And to trust that whatever you need to know is going to make its way to you, right? So just be open, listen. A message may come to you through, TV, the radio, whatever it is, right? And if you feel like it's a message for you, then take it, right? But let's get a postcard from Spirit, and then we're going to close this up. Final message here. All right, that shot out. It says, dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drums, get on up and start that hustle towards your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move, say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step toward the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up, as if by magic. Well, we know it's really Spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Take positive action towards your dreams, even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda. It will all be orchestrated by Spirit and arrive in divine appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. All right? But that is your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If it resonated and you liked it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. I'm going to go ahead on to pile 2, so peace out. If you picked pile 2 with this here image, let's go ahead and see what's next on your spiritual journey. So this card reads, make real progress by pushing aside perfection and never looking back. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what wants to come out for you. Okay. What's coming to my mind is I'll reclaim my time. That's funny. So I feel like here with this victory showing up here, you guys have like been working really hard, maybe even kind of pushing yourselves a lot, or just kind of gotten to a space where you just have kind of like unlocked certain things, so to speak. And so I feel like because of that, it's kind of time for you to kind of rest, to reconnect with yourself, and to kind of just kind of, I don't want to say ease off, but like to, yeah, well, that does make sense, right? Because I feel like here with this pushing aside perfection, right, there may be some perfectionism showing up here for some of you, really wanting to kind of be all you can be, or to really strive, to really, kind of push yourself. And I feel like that cycle has kind of come to an end, right? And it's kind of time for you to move towards, I feel kind of just being comfortable with all that you've accomplished thus far, getting comfortable with where you are on your journey, and not feeling like you have to kind of always kind of strive for success and kind of push and push and push, but to kind of come to a space where you are at peace with wherever you are, with however much growth you're having along your journey, right? But it's kind of more being in a space of ease and allowing, right? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot here that you kind of want to accomplish, a lot that you have, a lot of goals, a lot of things that you have in mind. But I feel like you may be placing a lot of your own kind of self-worth or your idea of self onto these goals or these things that you wish to accomplish, and maybe even kind of getting to the point where you feel like if you don't have this thing, or if you aren't able to do this thing, or you don't make it to whatever finish line you have in your mind, that you're not good enough. And I feel like, you're kind of being called to kind of let that go and kind of come to a space where you are at peace with where you are, right? Almost kind of like not needing growth or accomplishments to kind of feel worthy or to feel happy, right? I almost kind of get the feeling like some of you may even be kind of like either like workaholics or like people that kind of go out of their way to maybe help others or to do for others. And I feel like it's kind of time for you to kind of start putting some of that energy and that focus into yourself, right? And not focusing so much on maybe how people see you or how people view you, or even kind of needing that kind of outside validation in order to kind of make you feel good about yourself, but kind of feeding and fueling yourself so as to not kind of feel empty without others kind of maybe bragging on you or always coming to you. Hopefully I'm making sense. Okay, but let's go ahead and see what else wants to come out for you here. Okay. So we have here freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness and abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yeah, I feel like it's almost making me think, there's that some of you here may be like really wanting or needing something, right? Maybe you have a goal in mind, or like maybe something, what's coming to my mind is like spiritual gifts. Some of you may be like really focused on like having or like mastering your spiritual gifts or doing something, accomplishing something, and you may have hit like a wall because like you want it so bad that it's kind of making it hard for you to actually get it. And it's like once you kind of let go of the need to have it, it's also kind of like reminding me of pile one. So if you kind of were torn between those two, maybe check out pile one as well, because that there may be a message in there for you there. But like you may be wanting something so bad that it's making it hard for you to actually get it. And so it's like once you kind of let go of it, that's when you actually kind of have it, right? But let's see here. What else? We have being direct. It says, today I will own my own power and be direct, and I will be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm comfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable with me too. And acting as if. So it says, today I will try acting as if, a positive form of pretending. No, I'm sorry. It says, today I will try acting as if, a positive form of pretending. This is a good way to get past part of a problem or overcome fears and doubts. I will act as if the situation is already resolved and get on with my life. Yeah, I feel like some of you may have a hard time, as it says with the being direct here, of like kind of speaking from your heart, or just truly even like being your authentic self. Right? You may kind of put up like a mask here. Right? Maybe even kind of portraying yourself as, okay when there are things that, maybe weighing on you. And it's kind of time for you to kind of move past that and kind of come into a space where like you don't feel like you have to be perfect all the time, or you have to, present yourself as all put together, and just allow yourself to be, where you are in any given moment. And not feel like that kind of takes away from your worthiness as a person. All right, but let's see. Let's get an affirmation for you, and then we're going to get some messages from the ancestors. So we have here, my mind is light even during the darkest day. And then your question to go along with it, how can I focus on positive energy today? What can I do to shift my thinking should it become negative? Okay. And then let's see what ancestors have to say for you. I feel like here, you may have a tendency to kind of maybe hide your feelings, or either get very overwhelmed by, what you're feeling or what you're going through, to the point where you may hide it from others or kind of shove it down. And I feel like it's kind of time for you here to, to not be afraid of your feelings, but also to not be ashamed of your feelings. I feel like here, your feelings are kind of like your superpower here. They're the thing that, makes you who you are, and you shouldn't be ashamed of them. You shouldn't hide them. Really, it's, it's a gift that you have. And I feel like your ancestors here are saying, it's kind of time for you to utilize these gifts that you have. right? To not be ashamed of what you're going through or how you're feeling, but to kind of accept it and to spend some time kind of understanding your feelings, understanding what's going on within you so that you can better make use of it for yourself, but also in order to help others, right? You may be kind of carrying around a lot within yourself, and it's making it hard for you to really have everything that you want because it's kind of slowing you down. It's holding you back in some ways, and it's time to kind of move past that. Okay, but let's get your final message here, and then we're going to close this out. Right, it may be beneficial here to spend some time out in nature, to maybe hug a tree. Okay, so you got 2. So it says, dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all of this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan, loving you always and forever. And dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone? Or you might have no value. Maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra: I didn't cause it. I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so, so much. All right. But that's all I have for you, pile 2. Hopefully you enjoyed it and it helped you in some way. If you liked it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can see more videos like this one. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. I'm going to go ahead on to pile 3. So peace out. Okay, so if you picked pile 3 with this here image, let's go ahead and see what's next on your spiritual journey. So card reads, relinquish defensiveness in your communications. Instead, stand tall, listen, and learn. Okay. So it seems like here with this defensiveness, some of you may be kind of closed off, or maybe even like have a wall up, right? And that may be kind of hard to penetrate, by those outside of you, right? People may be coming to you maybe to help or to offer advice, whatever it may be. But I feel like you could be very kind of closed off to it, or even kind of, as it says, defensive, to the point where, you may kind of get on attack mode when someone says anything that goes against, maybe your beliefs or your ideas, right? Not coming for you or anything, but that's what I pick up with that. But let's see what the cards want to say here. Okay, yeah, it looks like, you may be a little bit stubborn here. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. I feel like there's a almost kind of like a need to control things on your end, right? I feel like here with this ancestral wisdom, you may have like a lot of gifts here, a lot of talents, a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you want to kind of create or go after in life. But I feel like you're very like headstrong to the point where you may kind of feel the need to do everything on your own, or I think it's a vine. It's like an old vine, I think, where it's like the kid is making fun of his mom and she's like, I do it myself, right? I kind of get like that energy here with these cards, right? You may be a very like, I do it myself kind of person. And I feel like that's kind of wearing you out here, right? And causing you to be very off kilter, if that's the correct term. And it's making it hard for you to, accept all of the abundance that's trying to come to you, because you kind of have it in your mind, or you just have like your set ways of doing things. And it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of time for you to start switching those up. Otherwise, going forward, it's going to be hard for you to keep going as you are, right? Because doing what you're doing is going to kind of slow you down, right? Because I feel like that cycle of like kind of doing things by yourself, or kind of being kind of closed off from other people, is kind of coming to an end. And because it is coming to an end, if you kind of take that mentality or way of being into this next cycle in your life along your journey, you're going to get a lot of pushback. It's going to be harder for you to keep that up. Hopefully I'm making sense. And so I feel like you're kind of being called to kind of let go of, the need to kind of be everything and do everything, but to kind of open up to this new way of being where you kind of allow others to help you. You allow and are open to the abundance that you want for yourself, that you see for yourself, right? I feel like I see here with this creativity here, there may still be some maybe some traumas or some pains from the past that you may still be holding on to, right? And I feel like it's, I hate saying, it's time to let it go, but mainly what I want to say is, it's like, accept that, those things have happened. Accept that they've shaped you, they've molded you into the person that you are, but that's not all that you are. You're more than your past experiences or your past traumas, your past hurts. And if you kind of continue to allow them to control you, it's going to be hard for you to have the life that you see for yourself. Right? I feel like, you may still be holding on to maybe some hurt or some shame. Maybe even kind of feelings of being unworthy. And that's kind of playing out in your reality, in your day-to-day life. And it's time to kind of heal those things so that you can, continue to move forward a little bit, freer. But let's see what else. Okay. Okay. All right. So, a little bit more than I expected. But we have here envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay, then we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like if you pick this pile, there may be still some like I was saying, like some trauma or some past events that may still be weighing on you to the point where you may be questioning whether or not you can really be happy, you can really have the life that you want. You may be looking around at other people, and like, we do have envy here, so kind of, wishing or hoping for more fulfillment in your life. But I feel like, as I was saying, in order to get that, one, you're going to have to kind of let go of this idea that you can't have it, but also, actively choose to be happy, actively choose to kind of, let go of this idea that you can never have what you want, or, things are never going to change, or things are never going to get better, because that's kind of, blocking you, so to speak. But let's go ahead and see what else. Right, and you may even, kind of compare yourself to other people, or think that, you don't have what it takes to maybe accomplish the goals or the dreams that you have for yourself. And it's kind of time to, let go of that mindset, those beliefs about yourself and about your reality, right? Okay, so we have here today, focusing on substance. Today I will focus on the substance in my life. I will fill in the lines of myself with the real person, me. I will concentrate on the substance of my relationships and other areas of my life, not the trappings. And then practicing gratitude. Today I will practice gratitude. I will get in the habit of saying thank you even for the problems in my life, because these challenges are valuable lessons I can learn from. Gratitude is the key that turns problems into blessings and the unexpected into gifts. Yeah. So I feel like, you may be kind of focusing on the areas in your life that aren't working here. You may be focusing on all the bad. And right, as they say, when you focus, whatever you put your focus on is what grows. So if you're kind of focusing on the bad, or all the pain, all the sadness, the negative, that's what you're going to see more of. So it's kind of time to start focusing on the good. Start focusing on what you're, grateful for, what you're happy for, kind of turning the negative into positive, so that you can see more positive in your life. Okay, well, let's get an affirmation, and then we're going to get some messages from the ancestors, and then close this out. Okay, so it says, everything I do today creates a better tomorrow. The question to go along with this: what are my goals for today? How can I set myself up for success this week? Okay. Everything I do today creates a better tomorrow. Okay, so it says, Spirit who recently passed speaking, thank you for keeping me in your thoughts and memories. I love you. And then Ancestor speaking, I sense unwanted energy. Cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle. Also, we have initiation, passing of wisdom, receiving one's destiny, respecting taboos. Yeah, so I feel like the ancestors are saying here, as it says, spirit who recently passed. If you do have a loved one who recently passed over, someone that you knew in life, they're, showing up here to say thank you for keeping them in your thoughts and memories. Right? I feel like, some of you may have even been kind of, I hate to say crying to them, but like kind of maybe calling out to them or speaking to them, and they want you to know, like that they hear you, that they're there for you. Sorry about that. That's the heater. And they hear you, they're there for you, and they want you to, kind of let go of these things that have been kind of weighing on you, to let them go, right? With this here, cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle, right? So make sure that you're spending time like cleansing your space, right? If you do find yourself maybe in a sad space, maybe crying or whatever, make sure, take a shower, maybe sage or Palo Santo your space, wash your sheets, wash your hair, right? Kind of get rid of that kind of negative energy, to kind of cleanse it, let it go, right? But I feel here with this initiation, right, your ancestors are kind of calling you to kind of move into this new space. And in order to do so, you're going to have to kind of release this past stuff, this negative stuff, so that you can kind of step into your purpose, to step into your calling, to step into who you're meant to be, right? The role that you've been kind of placed here to fulfill. But if you're kind of still holding on to maybe doubts or fears, disbelief even, it's going to be hard for you to do that, right? But let's get your final message. Right? But your ancestors are here for you, right? If you just trust that, believe that. And they're going to be helping you on this journey. Right, this new journey. But they can only help you if you allow them to. Right, so just make sure you're elevating your vibration by kind of, keeping your space clean, keeping your mind clean, keeping your heart clean, and not kind of holding on to, oh, that is way too many. Thank you. So, your final message. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Okay? But that's your reading, Pile 3. I hope this helped in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can see more videos like this one. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.